Hello, I'm BMillzebub and welcome to my channel. So I've actually already mentioned who my patron saint is in another video, but there's been a bit of time between then and now, so chances are you've all probably forgotten. But for those of you who did the digging in my older videos to find out, you're nuts. You knew I was going to upload a video telling you who my patron saint is, so why would you spend the time? Although, now that I think of it, thanks for the views. But even so, I applaud everyone who either remembered who I said my patron saint is or looked for it. So let's talk a little bit about my patron saint, Patrick. As I mentioned in a previous video, St. Patrick is famous for being the patron saint of Ireland, dedicating his life to the conversion of Irish pagans to Catholicism, driving all of the snakes from Ireland, which didn't happen, by the way, and having a holiday where people get shit-faced drunk every year. And considering how much I love beer now, you may assume that's why I chose him as my patron saint. But to tell the truth, at the time I chose him as my patron saint, I didn't even like beer. Shocking, I know. But at the time, I actually found the drunken festivities on St. Patrick's Day insulting. I mean, people would celebrate the day of a canonized saint with excessive amounts of booze. Ironically enough, when I was still Catholic, I'd take part in those same festivities after I acquired the taste for beer. But I chose him as my patron saint because he led people to the church, and at the time, that was my greatest goal. And here I am now, doing all of that in reverse. It may interest you to know that Patrick was actually British, not Irish. He was actually initially taken to Ireland around the age of 16 as a slave, where he lived and toiled for about the next 6 years. Unfortunately, there is more myth than fact surrounding Patrick, and honestly, Encyclopedia Britannica was the only site I trusted for good information on the internet. I definitely didn't bother myself with any of the Catholic sites that had information on him because they genuinely believed that he actually brought 33 people back from the dead. That doesn't sound like a very good source of information to me. So that's going to do it for this one. I wanted to keep it kind of short since you're all probably still hungover from St. Patrick's Day last night. But before I let you go, I put this on Twitter Friday, but I started a March Madness group for anyone who's interested. There's no money involved, partly because I don't have the disposable income for that, and many of you might not as well. That, and I don't think the site I'm using allows gambling. But mostly because I didn't want anyone who couldn't afford to buy in to feel excluded. So if you do join and you win, all you get is a shout out on my channel as soon as March Madness is over, and bragging rights. And let's face it, who doesn't want bragging rights more than money? But that'll do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. If you feel so inclined to help me out, consider donating to my Patreon. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, linked below, to keep up with all my comings and goings, and join my Discord for a chance to talk to yours truly. Take it easy, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one.